Men can choose which household chores they want to do, but women can't? Why? Why? So this is by SheThePeople. We give a hats.
Love a nice SheThePeople.
Hats off to SheThePeople. And then, so their hypothesis in a relationship where they're like, men get pick of whatever chores they want to do.
Yeah.
Whereas women get stuck with the other ones. And you're like, well, I guess you have that deal.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know what you get in a relationship? What you negotiate.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there are some sort of like gender roles that people fall into, but also like, yeah, go shovel the snow.
Exactly.
The hard labor intensive tasks.
And have your husband.
I mean, do we not remember when the fucking chick shoveled the snow? Remember that?
And then the guy got
fucking vilified.
He got
I don't even know if he got kicked off of Twitter.
You're right, though, because they didn't like the wife shoveling the snow. They don't like the husband shoveling the snow.
No, they want the husband doing everything while the wife does nothing.
No, and then she wants to do some like bullshit tax, like, send out lick a few envelopes and put some stamps on.
Yeah.
And then she can be like, we were equals, actually, just as hard, but I got to choose which one I wanted to do.
Correct.
Imagine, your girl's like, why do you get to choose? You're like, do you want to choose? It's like, okay, what are you thinking? Mow the lawn? No, I choose not to do that. You want to do the driveway? Don't choose not to do that. It's like, what do you want to do? Basically the same thing, but I wanted to choose it.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. It's like literally guys do the fucking labor, like the things that bigger people do.
Yeah, that's the obvious part, but it's also all of these things all have a little flavor of let the bankers be farmers and the farmers be bankers. Like,
yep.
There's always this communist element to it where like you go, well, was one person better at the one? They go, what the fuck does that?
Yeah. What does that matter?
Like they want the CEOs to be farmers and the farmers to be CEOs.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something you go, why are they, again, I don't know. Women are better at laundry. I don't know. Like when I go into my laundromat by my house, it's like it's all women work there. I don't think it's the fucking patriarchy.
The only thing I will say is I think women maybe learn to sew good, but like there is something to be said about.
They're smaller hands.
This is, if she wants some, like, I'm sure she could have something where she gets to shovel the snow with whatever boyfriend, but it's like most people don't want that. So the truth is like, yeah, I'd probably rather the girl fucking, does the laundry and I'll do some other shit or at least pay for some other shit.
Yeah. I mean, you're a bug man. You're not doing anything.
I'm a bug man. Well, this is what we need. Some girl like this.
We need bug men and bug women.
The truth is she doesn't want to do anything. That's what
she doesn't want to do anything. She goes, why do I have to fucking clean? And you go, okay, then cook. She goes, I don't know how to cook. You go,
the driveway.
What do you do
What can
here?
you do here? Well, you give me a list of what you want to do.
Yeah.
Many men. It's also even funnier the way she sells it, though. She goes, many men.
Wish death on many men.
She wishes death on many men. Yeah, men in general. It's like, what is she basing this on? Like the two guys she lived with? Many men take pride in the fact that they can help out with chores at home, reducing a chunk of the burden off the shoulders of their spouse. But we collectively put on men's back. We also need to look closely at what kind of chores men are performing in the household. Men take pride in these chores. But what chores exactly?
What chores?
It's like, yeah, it sounds like it's, in a lot of cases, building sheds, lawn stuff.
Just lawn stuff, yeah.
Driveway shoveling. My dad always shoveled the driveway until he had to make kids. Then you get your kids and you make your kids shovel the driveway.
Yeah, the male ones.
Yeah, exactly. You
You're
don't
making
make
your fucking 6-year-old daughter shovel the driveway, that's for sure.
You make her choose whether she wants to shovel the driveway or not.
Yeah, and her choice is shovel the driveway or don't eat dinner tonight. How does that sound?
Yeah, exactly. Are men sticking to chores that keep their manliness intact? Do they tend to leave out the chores that they consider lowly or for their better halves? Like folding the clothes? It's like, what do you want?
Yeah. I mean, I'm legitimately like bad at folding clothes. I just suck at folding clothes,
I just pretend to be bad at everything so I don't have to do anything. That's an industry secret.
Yeah. I mean, I can cook. I like to cook.
Like to cook, but that's a big one.
That's
a lot
a
of
good
guys
deal.
do the cook. The barbecue man. You're barbecue man.
Barbecue man. I'll cook. She cleans. It's a good deal.
You cook, she cleans.
Yeah, she's terrible at cooking though, so it's not really an option.
Basically,
I've actually been forced to it. Like, I'm not against her cooking.
We basically do. Cooking. I pay for takeout. She throws it out.
Tosses it. There's no way your girl tosses more shit in the garbage than mine. Mine is insane, dude. Because she, like, if
tosses
something's
salad too.
Yeah. If anything's like a day old, she thinks it's like bad. Like
Really?
it's already gone bad, and so she just like throws it out.
Oh, that's a fucking.
She throws
annoying.
out non-perishables because they're too old.
Come
And
on,
it's
like
it's not even-
what?
dude, she bought fucking cereal. She bought grape nuts, which is like dry fucking like whatever. And then she like it was open for like a week and she tossed it. She's like, it's a week old. I'm like, it's cereal. Like, why are you tossing
Throwing
this?
out pickles.
Insane.
For instance, we often see men cooking or cleaning, but how often do you see them wash clothes, clean the dirty garbage bin, or sew a torn shirt? I mean, I'm not sewing a shirt. I'm not fucking a bitch. I'll pay someone if you don't want to. If you want to sew my shirt. A lot of girls take pride in their sewing ability. If you really don't want to sew it, then I'll give it to someone.
Girlfriend
but
doesn't
I'm
know
not
how to
sewing.
sew. Does your girlfriend
That's
know
what
how
they
to sew?
forget. Some people like don't do chores. You go, I'll throw if I have a fucking $10 shirt ripped, I'm not gonna sew it. I'm not like JJ where I got to get my fucking.
Out of principle, get your fucking thing.
Well, my T-shirt sewn that says what does his T-shirt say?
I can't remember.
It's
It's
a
a beer
chicken company or something.
Or it's like a beer shirt.
no, it's not a beer shirt. He's
I
got
don't remember.
it's got
Poker
motherfucker's
or
got a no. Yeah, maybe it's a poker shirt, but there was like a KFC shirt or something, just like chicken
something
company.
insane, yeah.
And then the shirt's worth $4. He goes and pays $20 to get it. Fucking
Well, his
sewn
girlfriend,
back
the story
up.
is his girlfriend ripped it because she hated his disgusting shirt. And then out of principle, he made her take it to a fucking seamstress and sew up. And it looked ridiculous because it was on the vinyl, like, sticker part. So
Not
then it
sewn
looks
up
weird.
that good.
Nah, not good.
Here's how this works. Men get to choose whatever the chores they want, chores which are highly visible. So she's kind of saying they get all the credit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's saying that it's like a conspiracy where you're in there like slaving away and no one sees, whereas the guys out there like with the thing making Instagram videos, just shoveled again.
Shovel life.
Yeah, shovel life. Man, chores. He's getting all the credit. Like, what credit are you thinking about? Like,
It's like the opposite. He doesn't get any credit.
There's no
It's
one
like he
getting
comes in
any
from fucking
credit.
shoveling, and then his chick's like, "Can you go do this?" And he's like, "Can I have 5 minutes to chill after shoveling?"
Okay, but no one gets any credit
No.
from anyone else.
Fuck no.
Unless you built something. Oh, like I built a shed.
Yeah.
And his buddies are probably like, oh, nice work, Ted. And she's like, and you're not going to mention what I did? She's like, what? Clean the dish towel.
Clean the towel.
I toasted the bread for his sandwich. Why didn't you make the full sandwich? Because I don't do all of it.
It's a collaborative effort.
Because it's a collaborative effort. Well, did you collaborate on the shoveling? I didn't choose to.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like, yeah, fucking, let's make some trades.
Well, she thinks it's a conspiracy. She thinks it's like men are getting together and be like, this is how we can fuck them. This is how we can fuck with women.
It's because we're not willing to accept that some sexes are just naturally better at things.
Which one?
Like women are better at sewing. I don't know. Even though probably the best seamstress in the world is probably a guy.
Yeah,
but
of course he is.
Yeah, he is.
I just don't want to fucking sew. Period. So if you need your man to sew so bad, then date some bug man, but I ain't him.
The opposite of a bugman.
I feel like that's
A Cub Scout.
I also can't, sew though because I'm a bug man.
Yeah, I can't sew. I don't even think sewing's that hard, but there's been, I think, maybe 3 times in my life where I'm like, oh, you know what? Sewing would be beneficial right now.
Here's the chores that are visible enough to earn appreciation. Well, they're not getting appreciation from you, that's for sure.
Nope.
So she's like, yeah, you get all this appreciation. It's like, hypothetically, but it doesn't sound like you're giving them very much appreciation. You're giving them depreciation, bitch.
No respect.
No respect.
Zero respect.
You know who this is? This is Rodney Dangerfield's wife.
Yeah.
This is legitimately Rodney Dangerfield's wife. You get no respect. I only smoke cigarettes after sex. So I haven't smoked in 4 years. My wife smokes 3 packs a day. Girls love appreciation too. They're always like, you didn't appreciate me for what? And be like, I bought you a bag of chips. And I'd be like, I don't know, I did that to you yesterday. And they're like, well, I appreciated it. Yeah, I appreciated it. And be like, oh, okay, I didn't notice that. If you didn't say thank you, I wouldn't have noticed, wouldn't have cared. And be like, I just think you should say thank you after I bring you a cup of water. It's like, listen, don't bring me a cup of water. If you need a whole-
For sure. If this is this whole tit for tat thing, it's a transaction. You're turning this into a transaction.
Exactly. Don't do something nice for me if you need me to. I remember that was the one that the girl that the joke I had the joke about, who
Yeah.
I had that argument with her aggressively where she was kind of like, oh, I just think I made you breakfast and you never really said thank you earlier and blah blah blah. And I was just like, I mean, I probably would mostly, but it's like I might not even have noticed. But it's like everything doesn't have to be like this transaction. We're not on a first date.
No.
It's like, yes, can I? Well, it's like, yeah, maybe you didn't hand it to me. That's why. Like, if you came and specifically handed me my plate, I might have said, oh, thanks. But you didn't specifically hand it to me, so maybe I scooped it out you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it wasn't like the thing or whatever. But it's like every little thing, it would just be like, yo, it's just kind of weird that you wouldn't say thank you for that. And I'd just be like, stop saying thank you to me then.
Yeah, that's a better deal. We're like, no thank yous. We just live our lives. We don't need
Yeah,
this.
I was like, dude, like, how many times have like me or you like bought each other something where it's like, okay, I'll get this one. All right. Cool.
Yeah. And you just go, all right.
And you're like, you said cool, but you didn't say thank you specifically.
I noticed that it wasn't really like an explicit thank you.
That's literally what it was. I was like,
I understand that it was implied, but it wasn't explicit. It's like a Seinfeld. It's like, it wasn't, but you didn't say thank you.
I've had this conversation and it was like, well, yeah, I said it was like cool. It was good or whatever. Yeah, I know you said it was good. But like, there's a big difference between saying it was good, saying it was thank you.
Yeah. Sometimes my girlfriend has the nerve to like, she'll buy like, one out of every 20 dinners. And she'll be like, you didn't say thank you. I'm like, you better shut the
She says that to you?
Sometimes. I don't know if it's just as a joke. She'll be like, you're welcome or something. Like,
oh, yeah, you better
I can't tell if it's a joke.
it.
Though. Sometimes I think it's a joke.
You better shut it, woman.
Yeah.
Or Danny will fucking shut it for you. You don't like know how he gets.
You do not know how I be. Old hood memes, hit it.
Okay, I'll hit one. For taking out the garbage every day, no one is appreciated or rewarded for taking out the garbage every day because it's not big enough to produce visceral stimuli of satisfaction. So they can decline to perform the chore, but can a woman do that? So she says,
can a woman take out the garbage?
no, she goes, men can just say, oh, I'm not going to, do that one because it's a smaller task. But women aren't allowed to say that. Like, I've taken out garbage before.
Yes, they can. I mean, again, it's just like, so do it, and then I'll do your thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but also, it's fine.
I mean, first off, it's chaos if there aren't like just defined rules of who does what.
That's
like,
a huge
It's like,
one.
what, every day, like every week
day.
we're redoing the whole thing? Like we go, okay, every week we sit down on Sunday night and we're just totally just shaking up the snow globe and we all have new tasks.
Yeah, how did you feel about that last time you took the bag out? Did you feel like that was you got a big enough like ceremony after you did it?
Not even that, but it's just like our society has like really progressed when we started specializing in things, right? Where you go like,
I know,
you do this, you do this, you do this. We don't just fucking all wake up and do a new thing.
This is what happens when you have a farmer, a lawyer, and a banker. What happens is all of you do a third of the banking, a third of the farming.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. Or just like 1 week, okay, you farm this week.
Yeah,
you bank this week. It's mental. I remember it was like a really, I can't remember, but it was on Twitter where someone was like, I don't know, it's not that related, but someone was like, yeah, I have friends who like this couple and they don't like have their side of the bed. They just like every night go to bed and they just
stop it.
They just, yeah, it's like whatever.
That's madness.
I agree. And it was a super viral tweet because they were like, yeah, is this like the craziest thing you've ever heard where they don't have their side of the bed?
That's madness.
Crazy. I know. It is crazy.
What on earth?
I know. They just were like, yeah, I don't know, just getting whatever.
I've never heard anything like that.
I mean, either, but this is like that. It's like,
so every night, like you'd have to be like, if you'd lie down and you're like, oh, my book or whatever's on the other side.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You have to switch your stuff back. In your case, you get the girl's retainer back over
pretty much. Yeah. But I was like, what the fuck?
That's madness.
It's weird when you go into a new relationship and then you're like, I got a new side of the bed. You ever had that? Where you go like,
I would.
Are you always on the same side?
Not if it's her house. If it's her house, if you start dating someone, it's her house. Yeah, I would go on this side. But I don't think I was the same. I think it depended on the bed.
I've been all over the place.
Arrangement. I've probably been all over the place.
Yeah, I've been all over the place.
But I'm generally a left side of the bed guy.
Like if you're facing the bed?
Yeah.
Left. Where am I? I'm right.
You're usually on the middle. Bedboard's broken.
That was the bad. It was on Lev's podcast where he said he fucking broke the frame.
I know.
That's insane.
Yeah, well, your side of the bed, Danny, you're usually on the left side, and then she usually is trampoline through the sunroof.
There's just an outline of her fucking body. I gotta go like to the like fucking 4 floors up. You're like, have you seen my girlfriend? And he goes, yeah. So I can crash through our floor.
You gotta peel her with a spatula. And she's like, look at you doing physical tasks. You're such a big man.
Yep.
Fellas, this is the New Clips channel. Right now, we're at 3K. Hit us with a subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. Very much appreciated. Let's get to 5K at the very least. All right. Thank you. Peace.